You are listening to the Sinister DreamCast Network.
Hello again, Internet, and welcome back to Scenario Store News. I'm Juliana.
And I'm Keerstan.
How are you, Keerstan?
Freaking out!
Yeah, so for those of you keeping track at home, we are still recording on a Tuesday, as the pattern has gone. Although we have kind of an excuse this week. We actually recorded Black Emporium early this month on Sunday, so that actually will be coming out in a timely fashion.
Surprise!
For special reasons.
Yes!
But so it's Tuesday, November 8th. It's election day. And we actually are recording this a bit late. It's already it's a 9:15 roughly, actually a little later than that. We got a late start because we've been kind of freaking out. But it is Tuesday, November 8th. And results are still being counted. So we're just kind of sitting here like, but we don't know.
Right? We have no idea and we cannot handle it.
Yeah, we've actually just been sitting here watching election coverage with beer and popcorn and screaming at the TV. So we think this is how normal... Well, I guess Keerstan actually has confirmed as someone who watches sports ball that this is how normal people watch sports ball. Yeah. And we actually even... Keerstan decided to order us a pizza because she's awesome. So we're now recording a podcast while we wait for pizza.
Right? So we have an end goal at least. Yeah. Beer and pizza. So... And
we actually still have the election coverage going. It's just behind the table on mute. We're kind of afraid, like the longer the election coverage goes on, the more we think we might actually be okay. But we're terrified. So we're going to try to make this a shorter episode and B, a slightly more positive episode and C, we're drinking.
Yes.
I believe we are both somewhere in the realm of tipsy to drunk already.
Yes.
So.
Yes. It's a good night, kind of. Sort of.
We're making the best of it.
Yeah. That's the best way to put this, is we are making the best of this situation.
So basically the main interrobang to interrobang tonight is fuck, we're scared. So that is why this episode is going to go down however it does.
Yes.
For happy interrobang, however. We didn't know if this really counted as interrobang, but we needed somewhere to put it, and it needed to come up this week. In case you missed it, we really love Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah.
We really love their ice cream, and we really love their politics. So why don't you tell us about their newest flavor, Keerstan?
We had been talking, I think, a few podcasts ago about the fact that they released a statement on their position on Black Lives Matter, and then everyone was kind of like joking, different names for ice cream that they could create. Well, they did. They took that suggestion and they ran with it. Their new ice cream flavor is called Empowerment. Empowerment,
like mint, like ice cream.
Yeah.
Like Ben & Jerry's is made of gold and win.
Yeah. It's a chocolate mint ice cream. I actually found it in the store and did a little happy dance and tried to get my mother to buy it, but she was not having it because she is mean and doesn't like democracy. But yeah, it's available in stores, and it is a chocolate mint ice cream, and it's literally called Empowerment.
That's amazing. I'm gonna need to buy that.
Yeah, I feel like they actually did listen to the internet in this instance. I feel like I'm 90% sure that someone commented it should be called Empowerment.
Ben & Jerry's fucking would though,
right? They should just make out a whole line of political themed ice cream so that I can eat and be happy.
I mean, they already did the
Bernie
ice cream.
I can be happy.
Yes, also, friendly reminder to Ben and or Jerry, if you are out there or if anybody can get in touch with them, my mother would like to marry one of you, and you would be a huge step up from the person she's currently dating. So. Yeah.
Yeah, get back to us, please.
Please? I'll call you Dad. It's okay.
Right? I'll call you Dad. I'll call you anything you want.
I mean, let's face it. You are basically my sister, and my mother does basically see you as another daughter as your mother sees me. So it works. Right? It works.
Exactly. But yeah, so buy that. Eat it. It'd be a good thing to eat tonight on election night.
Yeah, really. I was actually just talking to a Tumblr friend about that. I'm like, yeah, so, because she's in Tennessee and she was like, upset about the fact that she knows it's a red state and she knew which way it was going to swing. And then when they did show the projection that Trump won Tennessee, I still messaged her to be like, I'm sorry, and hugs. And she's like, I know. I'm currently eating ice cream to get rid of my, to try to ease off my anxiety. I'm like, I wish I had ice cream. I mean, I'm drunk, but I wish I had ice cream.
Right?
Like, that does still sound really good. I want ice cream, and
does
now I want...
Postmates deliver here? Like, I
don't know.
I'm about to find out.
And now I also want Ben & Jerry's Empowerment ice cream in particular, because reasons.
Yes. I fully intend to buy it and try it and love it.
Also for Interrobang, which is going to just very quickly segue into fangirling, which is completely unrelated to the election.
Surprise.
Yeah, about that. So a New York City, or I think New York City, but a New York-based group called We Are Temporary. I'm trying to find the post right now. They did a remix of Kesha's Die Young that they just called the No Luke remix, where they took out all of Dr. Luke's producerial contributions. And I just would highly recommend finding this. Because it's hella creepy.
Yeah. It's like... It's creepy, but it still has, like, the melodic properties of Die Young.
Yeah, they refer to it, like, in this Tumblr post that I found it on, which was from iHeart Music, MOOSIQ, all one word, so if you want to try to look for it there. The end result is dark and droopy, murky, and raw electronic prowler. Like, they also refer to it as witchy future pop delight.
Yeah, but that is a very good way to describe it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
But, like, it does have, like, I like that it has that feel to it, that, like, they took out all of this horrible, horrible man's contributions and they made it into something, like, it's still a Kesha song, and it's still, like, electronic, and it still has those poppy elements, but there's something so much more raw about it.
Yeah, I want to say it's, like, dark synth pop.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like I would be dancing in, like, a really dark nightclub to, like, very minimalist lighting by myself. Like, and I'm perfectly okay with that.
Yeah, I really, really like it. So, yeah, like I said, it's a remix of Kesha's Die Young. It's from We Are Temporary, and it's the No Luke remix. So if you want to try to find it that, just by, like, putting those words into Google, you should do that thing. I highly recommend giving it a listen.
It's really cool.
So, moving into fangirling for realsies.
Fangirling, the savior of ourselves. Yay!
So Keerstan wants to talk about Westworld.
I do. I had been seeing the hype about it, and I kept blowing it off, because I was like, yeah, HBO just wants something to, like, come up with when Game of Thrones is gone. Like, that's literally all this is. It's a Wild West show. What fucks do I give? Apparently I give all the fucks.
Like, I've heard it's amazing. Like, I don't really know too much actually about it, but I hear it's really good.
Me and Kyle watched the first episode the other day, and it fucked you up with the first episode. Like, the first episode already had me fucked up. The best way I think I can describe it is, you know how you feel at the end of Deus Machina?
Oh, yes.
Or Ex Machina. I can't speak words because drunk.
Drink.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. That movie.
Words. Drink. Yeah.
That robot thing, right?
Oh, yes. Ex Machina. Yes.
That's the thing.
Oscar Isaac Disco Dance, the
that
movie.
One. Yeah, that's what I wanted to refer to it as, but, you know. I tried.
Oh, fucking Mackenzie is so good.
Yeah. But yeah, you know how you feel at the end of that movie?
Yeah.
It's like that, the TV show.
Oh!
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm 3 episodes in now. I'm trying not to binge watch it because it's one of those shows where it does fuck you up so much. Like, I feel like binge watching it is not okay. But it's fantastic. Like, it's really, really good. It's one of those shows, like, you want to sit down and have, like, a 2-hour-long conversation with somebody else who's watched it because you don't know what the fuck is going on and you're not okay. But you want to watch more. So if this is HBO's attempt at having something outside of Game of Thrones for when Game of Thrones ends, fuck yes, I'm on board. So, if you too, like me, were, not believing the hype is real. It's basically Black Mirror, but set in the West.
I know I really need to actually, watch Black Mirror. We started it, but I was in, I'm pretty sure the situation was I was in a mood, and so I wasn't really paying attention to things that weren't familiar. And so, we watched maybe, one episode, and that was it.
The first episode of Black Mirror, get past it.
Yeah.
The first episode of Black Mirror is good once you've watched all of Black Mirror and you go back. But the first episode of Black Mirror, I don't think does the series justice. There's much better episodes.
Because the hype that's built around it, since that very feeble attempt to watch it, I was not expecting.
Yeah, there's much better episodes. The best way to describe Black Mirror is it's our generation's Twilight Zone.
Huh.
Yeah. But they definitely explore topics and themes that are very relevant to our generation. And they do it in such a way that, blows your mind. And, for instance, the last episode that I watched of Black Mirror, I had to step away from it for a while.
Yeah.
I had to watch something happy afterward because it made me feel things.
Oh, one of those.
Which we all know I don't like feeling things. So, yeah. So it's Black Mirror is amazing and Westworld is a big, giant, long episode of Black Mirror. Both of which I love. Both of which make me feel things that I'm not okay with.
Well, then.
But yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. My review is it lives up to the hype. Give it a chance. You won't be disappointed. The acting is phenomenal. I mean, even if you just look at the list of the cast, fucking Anthony Hopkins is in it.
Huh.
Just watch it based on that. God. What more do I have to say? Yeah. It's good. It's very good.
That's good to know. Yeah, so then fangirling is very concise this week. I wanted to talk about Mass Effect because, as we said, we are recording this on Election Day, November 8th, which means yesterday was N7 Day, which was weirdly exciting for me because it was my first, I was aware of the existence of N7 Day previously, but this was my first one, as a Mass Effect fan. So I was I get to reblog things and share posts and know what the fuck I'm talking about on N7 Day. Wore my N7 shirt to work.
Nice.
The Mass Effect Andromeda trailer dropped. It is beautiful. And I think it's going to be... I feel like we are now in the era, thanks to the Frostbite engine, where the BioWare cinematic trailers are actually what the games will look like. Because, I mean, I know you've seen the cinematic trailers for Dragon Age Origins and Dragon
beautiful.
Age 2. They are absolutely fucking gorgeous, and the games look nothing like that. The trailers that I have seen for the original Mass Effect trilogy are not so extravagant as the Dragon Age, but I don't know if those are if they did special cinematic trailers for those that I just haven't seen like they did with Dragon Age. But the ones I've seen for the original Mass Effect trilogy actually do affect with the game, actually do words, right?
Words.
Fuck, what is the word I'm looking for? Reflect what the graphics and the gameplay look like more so than the Dragon Age ones do. But with Dragon Age Inquisition, thanks to the Frostbite engine, the cinematic trailer and the actual game look very similar. In fact, I would actually say I think the game looks better than the cinematic trailer in that instance. And the Andromeda trailer is fucking beautiful. Of course, being a trailer, it still doesn't really tell you too much about the game. We learn a little bit about the Andromeda Initiative, but not really that much. So, I know that Andromeda is supposed to take place, I think, 600 years after the original trilogy.
Ooh.
So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how it goes. Also, now, though, I can really appreciate last year's N7 Day video with Commander Shepard signing off. Oh, that's a punch to the feels. But yeah, so I was really enjoying, I was kind of just like enveloping all my whole entire self into all the N7 Day posts, because I'm like, I know what tomorrow is. So like, when I saw on Tumblr, it was like 50 years in the future. Why is the house decorated so weird? What's N7? Is it a holiday? Me wearing a leather N7 jacket, drinking from an N7 mug. It might as well be.
Aww.
The N7 mug is still in my BioWare store wish list, by the way, just in case anybody's paying attention. Also,
I wish they would.
ThinkGeek is coming out with a new line, a new Mass Effect line. I think it's entirely women's clothing. So I believe the Instagram post was specifically to, for your inner femme shop. And all of it looks super fucking cool. I want all of it. I also would very much like to appreciate Jessica Chobot posting on Instagram in honor of N7 Day, dressed in a very Mass Effect style dress for the fact that she was the voice of Diana Allers in Mass Effect 3.
Nice.
Like, those games can't get any better. Jessica Chobot is in them. So, so
they know
yes.
how to make things better.
Right?
They give us the things.
Until they rip your fucking heart out.
That's also better.
Yes.
We do like that feel.
I look forward to the day I get you into Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Mass Effect 3 is actually my favorite of the games, which is a wildly unpopular opinion because the ending is a huge issue. And I also wholeheartedly agree that ending is absolute fucking garbage. Whoever came up with that, like, deserves to be, like, taken out back. It is.
You have those opinions on video games? I've
I know,
never
right?
heard.
Like, it is it's an atrocity. It is awful. That ending is absolutely fucking terrible. But it's my favorite game of the three.
I mean, I definitely do intend to play it as soon as I finish Dragon Age. So, in about 10 years, I'll be ready.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, so, so also for the Scenario Store Christmas wish list,
right?
I still
Seriously.
need a goddamn Xbox One. So
I feel like we need to do an episode of that, of all things that we want for Christmas this year. Like,
it's the entirety of the... I forget what the line is actually called. Like, they actually have a name for it. I saw it on Instagram earlier today, but I need that.
An entire line of clothing. I need all the stuff from her universe, so...
Also that, yeah.
Yeah. There's so much I want that I don't need, but I need.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, I'm trying to, like, find it on Instagram now because it's gonna fucking bother me. But...
Right? That's how it always works. It's like, as soon as you want to, like, talk about it, you can't remember the name of it.
Right? Like, you'd think I would have done this ahead of time, but, you know.
Literally, as you were talking, I was looking up the next thing we were talking about because I remembered that I hadn't looked it up because I knew I wouldn't remember.
The Capsule Collection.
Yes.
That's what it's called. It's the Mass Effect N7 Capsule Collection. Oh, they captioned it, from Commander Shepard's favorite store on the Citadel. Aww. Although my Shepard didn't make any of those endorsements in my current playthrough of Mass Effect 2 because she's going a little more renegade than usual. Yeah, that's also... I really like the morality system. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Like, I pretty much go, like, straight down the middle Renegon, but... because it's Paragon
Renegon.
the good Shepherd is Paragon and like evil Shepherd essentially is Renegade.
Man, BioWare really likes the word Paragon, don't they?
Apparently.
I don't blame them, but okay.
But yeah, I like my first one in my first playthrough, like she was also pretty Renegon, but leaned more Paragon. This one's pretty Renegon, but leans more Renegade.
Cool.
Like, in the second game, you have facial scars, and it basically is, like, you're just flat out told, like, it's a mind over matter, like, positive thinking thing. Like, your scars will heal better if you do more Paragon actions. Yeah, her scars are getting real bad.
Yeah.
And, if you go too far Renegade, your eyes will start to turn red.
Neat.
Her eyes are starting to turn red.
Who would want that? I'm sorry, that sounds like goals.
Yeah, her scars are getting real bad and her eyes are getting kind of red, so that's a thing. Oh, Kirsten's looking at the TV behind her. Moving on.
Right.
We also kind of wanted to just have like a happy fields moment where we just talked about things that we love because of what tonight is.
Right. Here are the things that are going to pull us through 2017 no matter what.
Yeah, so Nick and I just rewatched The Matrix.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was weird because, like, first of all, we both remember this movie. This was one of our, like, defining early friendship movies.
Yes.
You know, like, from the year 1999, we were both fucking obsessed with it. But it's been many years since I last watched it.
Yeah, I can't think of the last time that I actually, like, sat down and watched it. Like,
'cause I
maybe
was
on TV, like, bits and pieces, but, like, watched it?
Yeah,
I
honestly, and I feel like since we're the same person, you might fall, this might be what happened to you as well. I was so disillusioned by Revolutions and Reloaded that I think maybe that's about when I stopped rewatching it.
Yeah, I think so. I think they made me so sad that I couldn't rewatch the first one because I was like, you fuck it up. You fuck it up so bad.
You know what I really want to rewatch? The Animatrix.
Yeah, that was great.
I
think
loved
that was, like,
the Animatrix.
Like, that kind of made it okay to watch The Matrix again.
Yeah, I watched
Slightly.
the shit out of the Animatrix.
Yeah,
I fucking
really
loved
cool.
that.
Yeah.
I sold a bunch of art and saved up money to buy the Animatrix. And of course I do not still have it. But yeah, it was really weird because it's like immediately after we were done, Nick's like, so what'd you think after all this time? I'm like, I feel like it doesn't hold up as well as it did. But like, I don't actually know if that's true or if it's just because like I was so obsessed with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed there's a few movies from back in that time that I was so obsessed with that now when I watch it again, it almost doesn't live up to the hype in my brain.
Like, it's not that it doesn't hold up, it's that it just, from what it was to me, it can't.
Yeah. Like, it can't fill that place in my heart that it originally had. Yeah. Because, I mean, my first thought, like, when you messaged me was, do you still love Trinity? Because
that was the first thing you asked me, yes.
You were in love with her. Like, obsessed with her.
Yeah, it was a little bit, a lot of it. Like, she was all over my walls.
Yeah.
Like, I had it so bad for Trinity.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm also still completely laughing my ass off that there is one character in the second in Mass Effect 2 and 3 that I want her to do horrible, terrible things to me, and she is fucking voiced by Carrie-Anne Moss,
right?
aka Trinity.
As soon as you told me that, I was like, I am so not shocked.
Like, this will haunt me for the rest of my life. Goddamn Carrie-Anne Moss will haunt me for the rest. Like, people made fun of me. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Yeah. You were way obsessed. Way obsessed. So, I mean, like, at least there is still that. At least you know that's still, like, yeah, that's her.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like now that I'm not, like, 14 and not just totally blind to, like, this is the most awesome thing in the world, no criticism can account for it, I am a little more like, oh, Keanu.
Yeah. yeah. At least he's a good person.
Keanu Reeves is actually a fascinating human being. Like, as an actor, like, I don't think he's nearly as bad as people like to say he is, but he's definitely not good.
No.
But he is a very interesting person.
So that, I think that, at least for me, that kind of makes that okay.
Yeah.
Like, if he turned out to be, like, a complete douche in real life, then I'd be like, ugh, his acting. But at least this, I can be like, well, at least he's, like, a nice dude.
Yeah. Like, I would actually really like to have a conversation with him. But yeah, we started watching, which one's the second one? Reloaded?
I think.
We started rewatching that, but then I had to go to bed. So I guess we'll see how that progresses. Neither of us currently own a copy of Revolutions, so...
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which ones I have, because since we are cleaning out our house to move, like all of our VHS tapes and DVDs have surfaced. I'm pretty sure I have a box set of all of them that I got one Christmas as a gift, and I was like, oh, the first one's the one I like, but thanks. Like, you know, like typical teenage, like,
right.
You bought me this nice thing, but meh.
Yeah.
So, I believe that is somewhere kicking around in our DVD set. But I can't remember. I'll have to look and see, because then I can just give it to you.
I also remember that for your 18th birthday, throwback, you were gifted a copy of Queen of the Damned, and we both just laughed our asses off at it.
Yeah. That movie's terrible. It's
yes, it is.
If you haven't read any of the books and you don't know any of the context, it's not that awful. If you know any of the context and have read any of the books, it's the worst.
Yeah, like, I mean, I can't, because I read the book before I saw the movie, so, like, I would be really interested to know, like, how was this if you weren't viewing it as an adaptation? As it stands from my perspective, I'm pretty sure it's the worst adaptation ever made.
Yeah. It's very aesthetically pleasing to me. Like, it's a very pretty movie, and I love Aaliyah, and I'll fight you in the pit till you tell me differently.
Same. And we also both loved the shit out of that soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack is amazing. So it's like, I can't fault the movie completely just because it did give me some things that I do love. So, but at the same time, what the fuck were you even doing?
Just, why did Stuart Townsend wear a brown wig? Like, he wore a wig. Why couldn't they just have given him a blonde wig?
Like, that's like blue eyes, blonde hair, Lestat.
Like,
why didn't Anne Rice, like, appear from the ground and slap some shit out of some people? Because I know how
Anne
she feels about
Rice.
Lestat. She fucking loves him.
That is true.
So
Tom Cruise was a good Lestat.
He was
like,
great.
Tom Cruise was an amazing Lestat.
Yeah, he
like,
was
I
really
don't
good.
call Tom Cruise amazing in many ever.
Yeah. Yeah, but as Lestat, fucking nailed it.
Yeah, like, just go more that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like, you know, not like we're talking about this like it's potentially the end of the world, but we definitely have some movie marathons we need to make if it's the end of the world.
Yeah. I really do want to watch Pitch Black again now as an adult. Just because that was kind of like my...
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
I never...
Your Trinity, my Riddick.
You tried to get me into Pitch Black and it never really worked.
I know. I tried to get everybody into Pitch Black and it never really worked.
Yeah, no, because that's really what it comes down to, except for like, Vin Diesel lasted longer and more strongly for you than Carrie Ann Moss did.
Yeah, because I still love him.
But yeah, I had Trinity and you had Riddick.
Yep. That movie.
We were weird kids.
Duh. We also at that time both had a crush on Angelina Jolie, so we were interesting people.
Oh no, we did not have crushes.
I mean,
on
yeah, we were
Angela.
gonna marry the hell out of her.
We were very, very vehemently team Brangelina, but it was
we're still
also
sad, by the way. If you wanted to know from that previous podcast, we're still upset.
But we were also kind of both like at this, like, yes, I really want those two to be together, but I will also totally meet Brad Pitt in the fucking pit to take her away from him.
Oh no, see, I just wanted to be like involved.
Yeah, actually, I think I used the word sandwich a lot.
Yeah, I think we did. That was like the go-to. Especially, I think, but I mean, if we're gonna get into nostalgia here, I think for the both of us at that time, it was like, but I like girls and guys. I want them both.
Yeah, I think that was.
Share. I know make choices.
Yeah, that's true. It was just kind of like a because we were young still.
Yes.
We were what, like, I think I was probably like 15 and you were probably like 17.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know, like, I came out as bi at 13.
Yeah.
So, like, it was still like a newish territory where it's like, both is good. Insert Road to El Dorado gif here.
Right? Right? I still remember I was like, this is weird. Okay. Like,
it's like, but I like it.
Basically. Yeah. So that's how we're gonna die soon.
Way to bring it down. That's supposed to be my job.
Sorry.
I guess no, that's really more my job on Sinister DreamCast. I think we both take it pretty well on this one.
Right? If we've gotten this far and this is the first time I slightly bring it down, then well.
That's fair. But yeah, like, Fight Club, Cowboy Bebop,
Yes.
The Matrix, like...
Yeah.
those. It's also it was really interesting rewatching The Matrix because like so much of the music reminded me of Cowboy Bebop because I got into The Matrix before Cowboy Bebop. But I mean, also like the Wachowskis did outright say they wanted to make a live action anime with The Matrix, and like
they did.
Mission accomplished. Yeah,
they really did. It's good.
And then they still went ahead and did the Animatrix, and I really fucking want to rewatch that because it was so good.
Yeah, it was.
At least I remember it being so good.
I feel like I rewatched that not too long ago, and I liked it.
But I mean, like, I was critical of the sequels right off the bat, and I always loved the Animatrix. Yeah. So
I feel like they did a good job with that. A better job with that. That sounds more appropriate.
And also, don't forget, the Shinichiro Watanabe did some of the Animatrix, so it all comes together.
Yeah.
Can't remember which ones he did now, but
I feel like he did the first one.
See, did
it was strong off the bat. I feel like.
So did he do the one? I do not fucking quote me on this, but did he do the one with the kid? Where like we find out the kid's backstory?
I feel like he did.
That's
because I feel like there was one that was like a strong action one, and then there was one that was like a strong feels one, and you were like, yes, that's fucking him, because my heart.
Yeah.
Because he knows how to kill you. That's why we love him.
Oh god, yeah. Another reason you need to play Mass Effect is that Steve Bloom's character in Mass Effect 2. I've shown you the Krogan.
Yes.
He's a Krogan.
Yes.
So he's just constantly talking about killing things, and he's still like, Steve Bloom doesn't have a whole lot of voices. So it's like, Spike is just talking about wanting to kill things because he's Krogan, and I'm like, yes.
That's another crush that will never go away.
Spike Spiegel?
If you can just like materialize a Spike Spiegel so like I can not be single for the rest of my existence, all of a couple months, that'd be great, thanks.
See, I always wanted to bang Faye, but I would have ended it there.
Yeah.
Spike, though.
Just perfect man is perfect and fictional because.
See, this is also where so many of our issues stem from. Like, fictional characters, some of them animated from a very young age.
Right. That's why I'm sad.
Oh, God.
Especially because it seems to be that every single person, fictional, non-fictional, well, mostly fictional, hopefully, maybe, I don't know, that I have a crush on definitely kills a whole lot of people.
No.
I know, right?
You?
I know.
You have a thing for that?
I know, but you can't really find that in real life. At least in the circles that we run with. For now.
Have you used that line in a bar yet?
I feel like I have. I feel like there are some drunk DC days where I definitely did.
Because, yeah, for a while it was like, you know, creepy dudes hitting on you in bars like it happens. Right. And Kirsten's like, I really just need to be like, have you ever killed a man? Because if the answer is no, then we're done here. And if the answer is yes, you can keep talking to me. It's not a visual medium, Keerstan.
Take a drink.
She's making faces.
It's still applicable to my life now. Can't help it. The heart wants what it wants. And it wants murder.
It wants IRL Spike Spiegel.
Oh, so bad.
Oh, dear. So, speaking of potential murder.
Yay!
Moving into State of Things.
Boo!
Well, State of Things is interesting this week. This week, yes, it is.
It is a week.
Yes.
Not a day. Not a month.
Well,
I
almost went month because we did that weird thing again where we recorded Black Emporium on Sunday.
Yes, true.
So I really, really want this to happen. Apparently, Biden and Trump want to fight.
Yes. I'm all for it. It should happen. It should happen soon because I want to see Biden win.
Okay, so in this fucking article from theguardian.com, the headline is, Joe Biden's wish to fight Donald Trump echoed by candidate. I'd love that. And they even make a point to note the last time a sitting vice president engaged in a major violent altercation with a fellow politician, Aaron Burr killed former Secretary of Treasury Alexander Hamilton in a duel on the 11th of July, 1804 in Weehawken, New Jersey. But I love this. Republican nominee Donald Trump implied on Tuesday that he would be willing to fight the sitting Vice President Joe Biden behind a barn. Speaking at a rally in Tallahassee, Florida, almost precisely 2 weeks to the minute to when polls closed there on Election Day, Trump said of a fistfight between the two, "I'd love that." The comments came after Biden said of Trump on Saturday, "The press always asks me, don't I wish I was debating him? No, I wish we were in high school and I could take him behind the gym. That's what I wish." Because Joe Biden, much like Barack Obama, is out of fucks to give.
Yes.
Biden made the comments in reference to a lewd 2005 tape recording of Trump unearthed in early October where the Republican nominee bragged about being able to grab women by the genitalia without their consent. And again, of course, if that is Joe Biden's response to that, bro, meet him in the fucking pit.
Right? I'll help you. Won't jump him. It's fine.
On Monday, Biden clarified his remarks in a rally, saying he meant, "If I were in high school, I want to make it clear I understand what assault is." Unlike Donald Trump.
Right.
If I were in high school, or I'm not in high school, if I were in high school. He graduated from Archery Academy Prep in Claymont, Delaware in 1961. Trump added, "He wants to bring me to the back of the barn." Also, when is it a barn now?
Right.
Ooh, some things in life you could really love doing. So,
he wishes he could win that fight. Oh, please.
So my money's on Joe Biden.
His hair would get muffled and he would lose instantly. Like, that would literally be the finishing move to fight Donald Trump. Would be, you would just have to hit his hair and he'd be like, ah!
Well,
that'd be me.
I mean, that brings us to our other point of state of things.
Right?
Isn't that one of his Horcruxes?
It has to be.
Yes, because of course, after the destruction of his star on the Walk of Fame, which seriously, again, bravo.
Right.
Bravo.
Love it so
like,
much.
I don't care. That was fucking awesome. But, you know, so of course that spawned the internet to go, like, oh, one Horcrux down, which seems legit. So Reddit then took to trying to figure out what his other 6 Horcruxes were. Basically, everybody seems to agree that the hair is his equivalent to Nagini. But yeah, the hair is the snake. Yeah, basically everybody is the hair. It seems some people are are also claiming Trump Tower. One Redditor made the comment, Trump would never hide a Horcrux. He's too vain.
Exactly. I love that one because it's like, yeah, it's true. If he did have a Horcrux, he would make it the biggest and best Horcrux you'd ever seen.
Somebody on Reddit actually made a list of all of them. Himself. The toupee, a painting of himself would be his equivalent to Marvolo Gaunt's ring. A Miss America crown would be his diadem of Rowena Ravenclaw. The star at the Hollywood Walk of Fame is his equivalent to the locket of Salazar Slytherin, and I like that there is the note, destroyed 2016. First copy of Art of the Deal, Diary of Tom Riddle, statue at Trump Tower, cup of Helga Hufflepuff. So, let's get on that, everyone.
Right, like, quickly. Quickly now.
Oh, somebody
Time
else
is of
suggested
the
his
essence.
tax returns.
Right? That's why he guards them so preciously.
Yeah, so, yeah, this whole thing, though, I think is why we crave that meme roll.
Yay!
What's your meme, Keerstan?
I mean, I suppose my meme isn't exactly...
Yeah, I intentionally
uplifting.
did not go that direction, so...
I'm far too salty to go in any other direction.
Legit.
I do still think it's more in jest than anything, and it especially pokes fun at the future scenario of Trump winning, which seems unlikely now, though, as we look at the polls. Thank God.
Yeah, by the time this comes out, we'll probably know. But
Yes.
right now, we do not. So.
No, right now we're still in that horrible state of, which was my choice for the other meme, was, it was, this kind of feels like a cross between Christmas morning and the night before a life-threatening surgery. That pretty much sums up my feels.
Yeah.
But yeah. My meme, however, is a screenshot, and it's entitled, Me Getting Ready for the 45th President, and it's a screenshot of Google Translate, where you're translating, I did not vote for Hillary, please do not shoot me, into Russian. So, yeah, if you'd like to start learning, just for in case, I'm trying to practice my, I'm trying to just get into Canada because that's where I'm from voice, so, yeah. We all have our ways of coping with alcohol.
So, mine's not really a meme, but I decided to go, it's not really a meme, but it's a Tumblr post, and it's a happy Tumblr post, so that's the direction I felt compelled to go in. Originally posted by Lozenger8, and it gives me happy feels. Little fanfic things that make me smile. When there's a set of specific and intricate detail work and you just know the author is either drawing from life experience and knowledge or that they spent a long time researching to get it just right. A reframing of a well-known metaphor or simile that makes you think of it in a new way. An original metaphor or simile that you pause and admire for a while because it's such a sweet turn of phrase. Dialogue that you can hear perfectly because the phrasing is so on point. The obvious love and care the author has for the character dynamics, plot, and or setting that shines through in every word, sentence, and paragraph. And as someone who is unapologetic fic trash, that made my heart happy, and heart being happy seemed like a necessary thing to include in this podcast.
We both have our ways of coping. You have happy memes. I have salty, sarcastic memes.
See, it's like I'm gonna be salty outside the memes. I think I need to have that moment. I need to have that moment. So this has been another episode of Scenario Store News. If you guys want to help us out a bit, we do have a Patreon. The entire Sinister Dreamcast network, in fact, is on Patreon because we all pay out of pocket to make these happen. We all have to pay monthly fees to be able to put these podcasts out there, and we do it because we love to do it. We do it because we love you guys, but we are poor millennials. And if you could help us out at all, that would be really super awesome. We are on patreon.com/SDCN. We do have incentives. We are not just asking for free money. So go ahead and check that out. That's patreon.com/SDCN, as in Sinister Dreamcast Network. Also, if you want to help us out and you're listening to us on iTunes, if you could rate us, review us would be good too, but please rate us. That would actually help us out a whole bunch because basically it would just boost numbers on people paying attention to us and could potentially get us featured on a podcast page, and that would be stupendous. And while you are there, you can go to the little search bar in the top right hand corner and type in Sinister Dreamcast Network, and you will find all of the wonderful things that lie therein. Every Monday is Pappiness is a Warm Gun. Every Tuesday, new podcast, Toxic Volume. Every Wednesday, oh hi there, it's us. Every Thursday is the Insert Movie Reference Here podcast, and every Friday is the original flagship Sinister Dreamcast. So, for another episode of Scenario Store News, I am Juliana, becauseanders.tumblr.com.
And I'm Keerstan. You can find me at kayth1.tumblr.com. Alonzi?
Geronimo.
You have been listening to the Sinister Dreamcast Network. For more from Sinister Dream Productions, check out www.sinisterdream.com.